Hello guys, it is High Priestess Jamila. How y'all doing on this fine Wednesday? I have a witchy rant. I don't know if spirit is going to rise up and start getting angry because, you know, we might be going back about 2,000 years on this. So later on, I'm going to be doing a show with my coven members, and we're going to be talking about the Salem witch trials. So we will be doing that later on this evening. But I am going to get this downstairs cleaned up of my house, my beautiful house that I love so much. Hit the thumbs up for Jamila only taking 4 months to get her house after having a very powerful new beginning where I had to get out there and be the magician and use the power that I knew that I had. Guys, I'm sweeping herbs out of the tub. I had to take a bath last night. So what I do is I just sweep the herbs out of the tub and clean it up. I need to put some of I got some of that liquid fire in there. I need to put like a little bit of it in this tub, just like a little bit of it, and let it eat up them herbs that's down in there because it kind of started draining a little slow. The herbs are really biodegradable. So it's just I don't know. I have a really, really good tub, like the way that my tubs are made in my house. The little stoppers actually prevent hair from going down. So it's actually really nice. So anyway, what I want to discuss with you guys, this is not necessarily a rant, like I said, because I'm in an amazing mood today. In fact, I think that the world, like people in this world, in society, have gotten so crazy. It's almost like the closer and the closer that we get to where we're going to be as human beings, it's like some people just devolve even more. So people are generally stupid on this earth. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. So I'm cleaning and organizing the house, getting everything put up where it belongs. I've been cleaning walls and all of that. So probably for maybe like the past 2,000 to 3,000 years, women, especially witches, have been scapegoated upon for the past 3,000 years. And I've even noticed that when you are a witch, when you're a natural born witch, one of the signs is actually being the goat, the scapegoat. That's one of the signs of being a natural born witch. People constantly scapegoat on you. I'm going to do an anti-scapegoat jar on myself. I just decided to do that, okay? I've got a couple of days to take care of some personal spiritual stuff because I've got, of course I've got things to do with my business, but it usually takes about a day or so I'm running the shower so that my tub can get wet so I can go ahead and scrub it down. So that's why I got water running. I'm also doing laundry, so you probably hear the washer. So, what I've noticed is that throughout my life, I have had several people, including some people that was supposed to give a shit about me, constantly using me as their fucking dumping ground. And y'all wonder why witches curse people. We try to be nice. You leave us no choice. And a lot of people that have been cursed by witches, you can tell by looking at them. You can tell by looking at the things that they do. For example, if somebody happens to get cancer in their gums and they have to take their whole jaw out of their mouth and they don't even have teeth left, you know what that means? That means that that person was probably a liar. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I know somebody that is cursed right now, very cursed, with a lot of health problems. And I've told her, so I'm not fronting on nobody, not trying to be evil, just, using you as an example, because that is the truth. You lie a lot and you wonder why something's wrong with your mouth. That's called karma. It does that. Okay, karma is very mysterious like that. And so there have been actually a couple of instances where I have been scapegoated upon, and you know who usually is doing the scapegoating? It is the men. And it is also the men of your race, whoever you are around. They seem to feel that they have the right to scapegoat on you. Why are you scapegoating on me? Why is it that I am more of a man than you are? I just don't understand it. I think it must be something coming off of Venus or something like what folks were saying, because, that's not a gender thing. Somebody being fucking noble and having honor and dignity and decency and self-respect, those things have nothing to do with gender. Okay? Those things have nothing to do with gender. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Yeah, I'm over here cleaning. So, yeah, those things have nothing to do with gender. So, for example, a few years back, there's this woman that I used to hang with. And there was an incident that happened before I knew her, or who she was, or what the fuck was going on with her, to where she had sex with, these people had raped her, basically, because she was underage. I don't have a penis. I can't rape her. Literally, I was just at the same house, didn't know what the hell was going on, and it just, that's something that she was even doing back then. 20 years later, she comes back to YouTube, tells the story, tries to make it out as if it were my fault. So, and these were the choices that she was making. She goes to have sex with somebody in another state, okay? Somebody says something, and then it's all of a sudden Jamila's fault that she did that. The guy that did it, that took the L for this debacle, he can't take the L. Instead of him acknowledging that you have a mental problem just like her, because I'm sorry, I believe that, I believe they call it histrionic or something, I don't know, when somebody is way too open sexually, and I'm talking about to where they will just have sex with anybody. That is actually considered to be a mental illness. So literally, mentally ill people are running around here scapegoating on me. And I'm like, what the fuck? No, I am going to bring hell and a motherfucking wrath against anybody that fucking scapegoats on me. And you know what? Y'all can call it anti-Christian, because I know that a lot of Christians believe that, y'all all gotta have y'all Jesus figure, which is usually your sons, your kids, whoever. Oh, we got to sacrifice. We got to sacrifice. Y'all are so into that dark ecstasy that has nothing to do with real life. Oh, look at how they beat the shit out of Jesus Christ. Oh my God, he died for our sins. It's so fucking stupid. Whoever taught the general population this stupid shit obviously had an intent to dumb motherfuckers down, and then told you not to think for yourself. Don't look up at the stars, because if you stargaze and you actually look up at the stars, You are receiving information. They said, don't do that. Don't do that. And then you listen, and then you constantly scapegoat on people. And this is the fucking wrath of the witches. Because witches have been scapegoated upon a lot in the past 2,000 to 3,000 fucking years. And we are tired of it. For example, if a man decides that he wants to beat the shit out of his wife while she's 3 or 4 months pregnant, he'll beat her, stomp her, but then he'll blame the witch that he's fucking on the side for killing her baby. This is the kind of stupidity. The kind of stupidity to where you're immoral, you don't take responsibility for the shit that you do. Okay? And I'm not going to be scapegoated upon. I'm not. And I feel like Spirit wanted me to talk about this. This is the only reason why I'm even talking about it. It's a Wednesday. We've got Saturn energy in the air. And we got to talk about it. Hold on, y'all. We got to talk about this because I'm not going to go through that shit no more. I am so done with people scapegoating this shit off on me. So now y'all know. Y'all, and you know what? I'm a very nice person. I have pre-warned you. Do not scapegoat on me. I will put a demon on that motherfucker too. I will put a demon on that work for me. Trust me, I can work with demons if I want. I am tired of that shit. Stop scapegoating on me. If you made a mistake and made yourself look stupid, just take responsibility for it. We're trying to shift the energy. So the reason why I'm upset about it is because they can literally, they try. You can't do that shit to me. I'm too good. And I'm going to make sure that a bunch of people that scapegoat and lying on me, I really do hope that all the teeth in your mouth falls out so that you can't talk. Because anytime you have the ability to talk and the only thing that comes out of your mouth is a bunch of lies about a person, it's disgusting. And it's crazy because those kind of people are always trying to have sex with other people. Don't nobody want to exchange no sexual energy with you. I can't have sex with somebody I don't respect. If I don't respect you, then you really ain't getting none of that. These people are so butthurt that they will be, look, I don't judge people's looks like that. I judge you by the way that you look spiritually. Hold on, y'all. I don't judge people's looks like that. But what I can tell you is that that is very unattractive to me. The behavior of a person that can't take responsibility for what they did, I'm not attracted to it. Never have been. Never have been. I'm allergic to people like that. I can't deal with people like that. I cannot fucking deal with people that do shit. Then, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. You get yourself involved in a bunch of roasting and gagging, but you actually can't handle the things that people are saying to you. So then why would you be online roasting and gagging if you can't handle it? Stop roasting and gagging people if you can't fucking handle it. It's crazy because I believe that what ends up happening, especially if you're like me, kind of forced, these narcissistic people in social media, very, very narcissistic, have judgment for me because I say, hey, I don't want nothing to do with that situation. Leave me alone. Oh, well, you're a narc. Oh, okay. Well, then, you clearly are just ignorant to the situation. You want to believe what you want to believe to fit your own narrative. Okay, this is generally society. This is the reason why my type of people, the shamanistic type of people, we separated ourselves. We went out in nature and said, fuck that. We don't want to be around none of those people that are doing any of that shit. No. That is stupid. In my opinion, it's just too childish for me. I'm sorry. We are all supposed to be grown people. You do something, you take responsibility for what you did. Stop trying to put it off on somebody else. Okay? And I'm going to figure out a way to see if it can be considered sexual harassment. I believe that it is. I really don't think that it is legal for people to follow a person around constantly talking about their past sexual exploits. Okay, some things don't need to continue to be discussed or thought about because, to be honest with you, especially if it's of no consequence to me, okay, and literally these people are so backwards. You know, they got addicted to a certain subject because it involved bisexuality, or it don't involve any of that, to be honest with you, because there's nothing there. And that's when you just have to keep it real and say, hey, listen, there's literally nothing there. I don't even barely remember this person, and you remembered that? But you came online and said, I didn't have a life. But you remembered that. Something that the person that you're talking about has literally forgotten about and doesn't think about because it wasn't nothing to even remember. So, you know, I think, okay, let me just say to all people that are stalking people that you know on YouTube, you're lame. You're lame. You're lame. If you know a YouTuber and you've been hanging around stalking them for 5 or 6 years, I'm sorry, I'm not even going to say you're lame. I feel like you're a loser. Especially when that person don't want shit to do with you. And with very good reason. With very, very good reason. And you know what? A person doesn't have to give you a reason to be through fucking with you. Who the hell do you think you are? And if you are still coming around somebody that you used to know on YouTube and they don't ever make any attempt to contact you, yes, hun, yes, you are stalking that person. Hey, realistic seeker, how you doing? You are stalking that person, period. That like, I don't even know why anybody would even try to label it as anything else. I bet you it's people that had stalkers, literally people that they knew, probably, you know, years ago, 5 years ago. Those people been long gone because they have lives of their own. They have a life. If you are still stalking somebody that you used to know 6 years ago, you're not, that don't have nothing to do with love. And then people will try to say love. What the hell? That's not love. Nobody recognizes that as anything valuable or valid. You can never validate that. You have no excuse at all. You have no fucking excuse. And literally, I think that in that case, especially if you know, have done your banishings and your bindings on that person, so you know that person can't do nothing to harm you, you know, let them hang themselves. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and apply my energy and my magic to trying to banish somebody that who gives a shit about. So to be honest with you, I don't even waste my time. You know, I like to use it for inspiration to create new things. Trust me, when I do a banishing on a normal person that's not psychotic, that person's going to go, you know, I've been trying to banish this person for 5 or 6 years and they won't go. They won't go. And it's like, well, shit, that don't reflect on me. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You are a willful idiot. You are so willful about stalking somebody. You're not even bothering anybody. Like back in the day, it used to really, really stress me out. Now I have no reaction. No matter what this person does, there will be no reaction. If she goes onto Mikey's platform, I'm not going to say shit. Not anything. In fact, I'll turn my phone off and not answer the goddamn phone during that time frame, because we all know that it's a feeding frenzy for this thirsty bitch. And it's just sad. And anybody holding on to that situation is thirsty and has no real content for your channel. You have no real content. Not really. Okay? Seriously. I'm talking about if you talking about it right now still, 1 month afterwards, you don't have no content that's selling on your platform. Ain't nobody checking for you. You just like a damn a farmer trying to milk a damn dry ass cow. You know. And I think that these scapegoaters, they gonna milk it for all they can, just in general. You know, but as y'all can see, y'all notice that Epstein went to jail. Y'all notice that they committed that pedophile guy of pedophilia. They found him guilty. So he won't be scapegoating on anybody anymore, will he? Because that's really all that is. You know, when men have sex with underage girls, they are literally just scapegoating on her. You know how? Because this some old ass fucking man with like this little bitty 13, 14-year-old, and he needs somewhere to drop his demonic semen in. He needs somewhere to drop that demonic shit off. So again, you're just exploiting, and you know, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think that eventually y'all gonna have to straighten up and fly right. Because I truly believe that right now we are seeing the goddess's work and what she is about. First of all, if you are a man and you have to exploit anybody on your platform, you're pretty fucking pathetic. But if that's something that you enjoy doing, fuck, at least get paid at the shit. Like, that's just like if you a woman that goes around sleeping with a bunch of men and you just can't stop. Like, it's just, it is just compulsive. You see a man and you just jump on him. And it doesn't matter if you're married, if you have a husband, if you have a boyfriend. It doesn't matter if you have HIV. It doesn't matter if you nothing matters. You just sleep with them. And you might as well get paid for that. Why would you send yourself through that? Like, that's why they invented the field of prostitution. I mean, I know that sounds bad because I don't agree with prostitution. I think it's horrible. I think it ruined sex for the ages. I think it was a very demeaning field of work for women that was created by men that didn't want to compete with women in the workplace. Why y'all so scared to compete with a woman in the workplace? To where you have to always, you know, treat her as if she is not your equal. See, this is why we're going to call to Lilith. And, you know, it is one of those things. Now, y'all know that I don't subscribe to, you know, this whole African-American program at all. But, you know, when it comes to people that do, those people are operating on a level of slavery, enslavement in the mind. So, you know. So people will, you know, when people are scapegoating on you or trying to scapegoat on you, they're actually sending you their fucked up energy. They're sending you fucked up energy. So that's why today I was like, oh, hell no, not today, devil. I was like, oh, hell no. Not today, honey. What's up, minimalistic life? Hello. Oh, I done started sweating, y'all. It's sickening. It's demonic. It's going to continue to create death on this planet because they have a program set up for everybody to where when you turn 30 something, you're just used, and I think it's because the older that you get, the more wise you get, and they can't feed off of you anymore, because that's really what the fuck is going on. It's all about feeding. Feeding, sucking up your fucking energy. That's what the fuck it's all about. That's what it's always been about. Your sexual energy, your joy, your happiness. When they see you happy, they just, You know, when somebody see you happy and they see you with that glow around yourself and shit, and you chilling, and then they come and fuck with you because they want to steal that joy. You know, there's something spiritual that is happening at that moment when that happens. Okay, there's something spiritual happening in that moment. And what's happening, it depends. It depends on how intelligent you are. Okay, that's why when people start to get upset, now me, I can become very passionate and not be upset. Like I've got this, I definitely have that dragon's blood in my blood. So, you know, when I get to talking loud or something, I'm moving mountains. But a lot of people, it's disgusting. It is. It's disgusting. Some people are just disgusting to me. And I am like literally the least judgmental person ever. If you are somebody that is living your life, live your life. Okay, if you're living your life according to how you want to do it, what the fuck that got to do with Jamila? What that got to do with Jamila Shantae Briscoe? What they got to do with Jamila Briscoe? Nothing. So, and that's what they're trying to do. So today is a masculine day. Baby, all we got to do is call to Lilith and she'll beat your ass. They be thinking that we bullshitting with them, but they always come back angry. More angry than they were before. The scapegoating bit, that's over, honey. That's over. The whole scapegoating thing, and it's so sad because people will do things, especially when you have an intent on trying to fuck over somebody else, and then you literally embarrass the fuck out of yourself. See, that's something that I've never done. I've never tried to intentionally embarrass somebody. I don't even know what embarrassment is. You live life, you make mistakes. Where's the fucking embarrassment? You know what I'm saying? So that way, it's like people will try to come at you just like men. This dude actually, I was listening to this one guy. He said, you the one got all them kids and ain't none of them men took care of you. A bum bitch. So I'm a bum bitch because the nigga didn't want to take care of his own kids. I swear to God, this man. And you know what? Whoever is feeding that kind of fucking ignorance and stupidity knows exactly what the hell they doing. It's like, nigga, you... So literally, it's like you don't care. But what bothers me, this is what bothers me, is that this person influences other people. Like, there's kids watching his... That's why I want to flag him down. We're going to have a flag party tonight, y'all. We might have to have a flag party at 3 o'clock. What time is it? Oh, it's already past 3. Well, we're going to have a flag party a little bit later because I got to clean up the rest of my house. Actually, the upstairs is clean. I just have to straighten up, sweep. Got to sweep these floors. Do a little bit of mopping. Ain't that big deal. So, yeah, and I don't like it. And I already know because these people continuously try to go through a cycle. I won't let you feed off of me. So this dude literally has a channel that literally Jamila is the goddamn moderator of the channel. I'm the centerpiece, the centerfold. He's constantly talking about me, like daily, early. This dude gets up early in the damn morning, claiming that he has a job. You get up every day early in the morning. It's the first thing that you think about because you feel stupid because you tried to do something that, okay, so this is basically what this dude tried to do. This crazy female that's been stalking me for 5 years in social media. Somebody that I was cool with for 20 years. Okay, we not cool no more. It's over. This dude tried to hook up with her with the hopes that it would bother me. I'm like, are you really that stupid? You do realize that but see, I think that when you have to look at it through the point of view of somebody that's extremely thirsty. You have to look at it from that point of view. Because a person that is extremely thirsty, first of all, they're going to project their thirst onto you. Like there have been so many things that I have caught this guy saying that is just, God, this dude is so destitute of any, he doesn't have flavor, he don't have style. Um it's no, what do you call that, depth to him. There's no depth. There's not even this person, like, because you guys know that I met up with somebody on here and he ended up being like a very multi-talented person. It ended, it's like the other person that I met, underneath it all, there was a person there with a lot of depth and a lot of personality and a lot of strength. This guy literally has none of it, but yet he's always comparing himself to me and this other person. Now, as far as what he's talking about with the looks, I'm not even going to comment on that anymore. That is so damn childish, especially being, what I tell superficial people? You know what I always tell people? That, because I'm going to tell y'all something. Ugly people are always going to call you ugly. This is for all the kids out there. And you know what? I actually sat down and talked to my kids about this because, both of my daughters look very exotic and they are very pretty girls. You know what I'm saying? But there is probably going to be an evil male someday that is going to try to convince my daughter that she's ugly. Now, if the behavior is ugly, then okay, yeah, but as far as with looks, people will try to insult you and they'll be sitting there and face will literally be all kinds of discombobulated. And then I really want to say this to men out there. Ain't none of y'all cute. Ain't none of y'all cute. So no man is cute, pretty, or beautiful. You tripping, dude. Women want handsome men. They want men that look like men. Am I lying? Who the hell wants some bum that's cute hanging around their goddamn house? Okay, many of y'all might think that way, but for me, I'm different. Okay, I see beauty much deeper than that, and I'm sorry. And then this dude ain't even, like, I swear to God, y'all, it is insane to watch. It's like a circus show, literally. I just don't get it. But what I don't like is that old spirit that comes back. And literally, that's why people, like, I haven't, literally before this whole debacle, I hadn't said anything. Well, it was some things that had transpired. But then it's some people that are just nosy and can't, like, I swear to God, mind your own fucking business before you get your nose fucking shot off. For real. But it's just disgusting, man, people's behavior, because their life lacks so much luster. It does. You have to have a lackluster life to, like, even, like, what the hell is this? Are you trying to, and literally this guy will say, he'll say, I'm cute, I'm sexy, all the women want to sleep with me. But when I'm thinking, I was horny earlier, but then I heard your show, literally you are a form of birth control. This guy, he doesn't know it though. He doesn't know it. And then he'll say, and then he really doesn't know it. He's gotten even more delusional because he slept with somebody. Finally somebody slept with him. The problem is that the person that slept with him, he's not special because she'd sleep with anybody. So now he's got to try extra hard to get that validation. And the only way they can do it, because they will not comment on your questions to them. They will not actually, answer or deal with or have any kind of explanation. But instead of them saying, hey, maybe I just made a mistake of judgment, and maybe I am a mistake. Maybe everything I've been doing has been a fucking mistake. Instead, they'll bring up a lie from first of all, why does this dude that think that the fact that I used to be on housing assistance, the fact that I used to be on it, why does he think that that's some kind of scapegoat, or that looks worse than somebody being a traveling hoe? And why does he think, like, guys, I don't get it. Is this a joke? Somebody tell me if they're gagging me, because and I'm just like, why? Well, there is a reason why I'm even involved in this. I'm not going to say why, but it's nothing that I would choose to be involved with, which is why I cut ties, because I knew that this chick's life would get even more chaotic. I knew it. Like, I just fucking knew it, just because, when this person would drive towards my house, when I would see her pulling up, when she would come and visit me, I could literally see like a trail of smoke behind her with all of these negative spirits just fighting each other. And so you knew that chaos was coming towards you. You knew it. And it's all chaos. And like, it's so sad, because I'd be pissed at my children if I saw my children, like, I've been dealing with it, her stalking me, but at the same time, I'm not fucking distracted. I'm getting my shit done. Like, everybody else involved in that, they done quit their jobs. They done gave up on life. They up all night, bug-eyed. Like, what the, like, are you serious? Like, why would you? And then they'll come over here and thumbs down my video and say, yeah, we like our roasting and gagging. Okay. But I don't. It's a waste of time. Literally, what I do whenever they start doing stuff like that? Whenever you got some idiot from your past trying to distract you, do your focus. Change your focus. The only reason why I'm talking about it right now is because I enjoy making a complete ass out of these people. I do. Because they tried to make an ass out of me. And literally, here's what I don't understand. Didn't you realize that everybody on the internet knew that you were full of shit 5 years ago? Like, I've already exposed these people. Didn't they get the hint when everybody pretty much had a general knowledge of the lies that were being told? It literally got exposed within the first few months that they started doing it. And I hate the fact that I'm connected to that. I hate the fact that this chick keeps trying to latch on to me. Girl, go on. Go. You an idiot. You still an idiot, man. And I told you, like, literally, I have literally sat down and talked to this lady for hours at a time. Literally sat down and talked to her about why she should not be opening up her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Trust me, I would be fucking blue in the face. I would die. It would take all of my fucking energy. It would take all of my life force to stop that girl from being a hoe. She's damned. Period. There's no saving her. You know why? Because she doesn't want to be saved. She doesn't need to be saved. It's just who she is. She's not sweet. She's not kind. And she's definitely not innocent. She only knows how to pretend to be innocent in order to fool you into making a complete ass out of yourself. Literally warned my brothers That's why all y'all ain't my fucking family. That's why I don't claim all black motherfuckers. I don't. Because I literally came and warned them. They turned around and said, fuck you, Jamila. And came back and literally dragging this mentally ill hoe that she can't even say she's a prostitute. It literally, hold on. And I'm not taking up for this other person at all. But I think that when you have went so far deep into madness to the point where you are harming your own body and spirit, you're harming other people, when you have literally went off the deep end. Okay? What else are people supposed to say to you? What else are people supposed to say to you? You know what I'm saying? That, to me, that's stupid. And literally wanted my opinion, begged me for my opinion. Then when I gave my opinion and they didn't like the answer, because the answer was my honest opinion of what they did, it wasn't special. It wasn't because she was attracted to anybody. It wasn't because she liked anybody. It was simply so that she could show that she still needs help, still needs to go get some therapy, because there's obviously a sex addiction. People that have sex addictions also spread disease. Don't talk about me. Keep my name out of your mouth. I'm literally getting a yeast infection just from you talking about me. Talk about other people like you. Don't talk about me, because there's no comparison. There's absolutely no comparison. In fact, when I came to Georgia in 2015, they've all been wrong. When I came down here in 2015, I did not come down here to meet up or screw De Niro Red. I wasn't even talking to De Niro Red at that time. Maybe we were talking about him because it was a big hoopla. But when I came down here, I had no plans with this guy. But yet they tried to make it look like I came down here to be with this dude. And it's like I had other plans. The original plan was for me to come down here, go to my family's house in Savannah. They stalked the fuck out of me in Savannah, to the point where I couldn't even stay with my aunt because they kept calling the police and CPS. They actually found my aunt's real name. And because she purchased her house, they were able to find her address. And you got all these dumb followers because they were the leaders of the pack. Tiffany and Catherine Smith were leaders of that pack. Where did they lead you to? To utter embarrassment and stupidity and a waste of everybody's time. I wasn't wasting time, though. I was getting my proverbial shit together. And that's how I ended up in this house. And you got butthurt ass men, black men in social media, because that's all they know about themselves and their community. You own Section 8. How am I on Section 8 in this big ass house with on a half an acre? No, hun, the reality of it is that I'm better than you, I'm stronger than you, and I'm definitely more of a man than you. That's what hurts you. Because I'm single and I pay my rent every month. Full rent. I can prove it. I've got receipts. I have receipts. Now, if I were to start, and I'm not going to do that. These people, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, because why would I need to prove myself to this bummy dude? Let me see who's up in this chat. What's up, Pooh Bear? Oh, I love Pooh Bear. Hi, Pooh Bear. Hit the thumbs up, you guys. Let me get rid of Howard Singleton. Yeah, get out of my chat. I think that pedophilia is worse. I'd say pedophilia is worse than cheating. Absolutely. Yeah, because A young child, children should not be introduced to sex too young. Period. I don't give a shit what the Bible, the Quran told you, that's too young. What you have produced is a bunch of mental illness, and they produce this sexual enslavement for women to the point where I guess you're either supposed to be a lesbian, or if you're with a man, you're supposed to be completely submissive to a system that tells you that either you have to be a prostitute or on welfare, especially if you have children. Which, oh, by the way, a little side note for Tommy Sotomayor. Hun, I'm going to need for you to stop trying to make welfare a woman's problem, because, see, there are men that are on welfare as well. Lots of them. Lots of them on welfare. So welfare, why y'all trying to discriminate against women and try to make it seem like, oh, and another thing, when a woman has to get on welfare, it's usually because she does not have the proper support. Quit putting your dick in people and making babies if you're not prepared to take care of them. So it's your failure. So men scapegoat on women every day. Stop putting your dick in a woman if you can't take care of the baby. Oh, well, you bitches is on welfare and da 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 da. Stop putting your dick in women if you can't take care of the baby. Well, you bitches, y'all ain't right. Y'all talk too much. Stop putting your dick in a woman making a baby if you can't take care of it. That's my answer to you, partner. That's it. Shit. Like, goddamn. And then y'all say, well, women can't raise men. What the fuck raised you? Because you're not a man, in my opinion. I'm sorry. No. Any guy that's out in social media shaming women for having for having issues with poverty, for ever having to draw food stamps or welfare or Section 8, you are the scum of the fucking earth. Hear me. You are the scumbags of the earth that the goddess is trying to fucking get rid of. That's why you calling my phone private, because this hurts you. And y'all know I already won whatever little shit your demon poverty agent God was trying to do today. He's already destroyed. Literally, we can all lay down and relax, because this dude is just light work. Okay, so just this 45-minute conversation has literally destroyed him. Another way you destroy bummy loser energy out of your life, cleaning up your house, and that's what I'm doing. So all y'all ladies today, they was revving up yesterday. They had Tommy Sotomayor live talking about some dumb shit with it. He hates women so much. That dude is so gay. Like, that's literally what it boiled down to this whole time. He doesn't. He's not, because he tried to spin it. He spent the whole thing that he did. Actually, he's not been trying to make things better in the black community. He's not using reverse psychology on the black community. This guy is just gay, and he's upset that he wasn't born a woman, and that's why he hates black women. Because that is the person that looks the most like him. So when a person hates who the fuck they are, they're going to hate what they see in them. So black women, in particular, the darker ones, they're a mirror to him. But unfortunately, some of the shit that he says is the damn truth. Because I've seen black women attacking. Like Mars attacks. Makes no fucking sense to me. But, that's just that individual. You can't blame the whole race. He is sexist. It is hate speech against women, period, which affects white women as well. So he thinks that he's just affecting black women, but he's also affecting white women. I think that, society needs to stop giving those type of, there are so many other men that deep down inside they're good men, but they don't get 1,000 or 2,000 viewers. You know why there's 2,000 to 3,000 of you watching that dumb shit? Because most of society is dumbed down. And you don't like for a woman to tell you that. But when a man says it to you, like, yeah, man, you right. These motherfuckers is stupid. But then you'll go over there and contend to that shit. And literally, you're just getting off on another gay man. Those are all gay men over there. And probably gay women that hate women too. You know that there's lesbians that hate women. Pretty much hatred for a woman can be a universal thing. You don't have to be a man to hate a woman. You can be a woman and hate a woman. You can be a fucking hermaphrodite and hate a woman. So, I mean, I'm too fucking spiritual for this shit, man. And I feel like, can we have an intelligent argument? If I can have an intelligent argument with you, then I'll probably waste my time. If I had a little bit of spare time, I would spare it on arguing with you. Even though I would always win, because every damn thing that I'm saying right now is 1000% correct. They don't want to accept it because it makes them feel stupid. Well, guess what? There's been times in my life where I've had to feel stupid. I've had to say, you know what? I've had to sit down. I have actually had to sit back and take account of the direction that I was going, and I had to admit to myself that I was being a fucking retard. And when I admitted that I wasn't shit or doing shit, that is when I started doing shit. So you're supposed to learn from your mistakes. That's what makes you an adult, when you have that wisdom. And then I'm going to tell you what the dumbest stuff is. Why didn't your mama teach you to not go around disrespecting witches? She didn't teach you that, did she? You know why? Because she didn't even teach you basic respect. So it don't matter if it's a witch, or if it's a clergyman, or if it's a judge, or if it's a police officer, or if it's a grocery store worker. You are still going to do the stupid shit that you do. Why are you even trying to have conversations with adults? This is why you have to be careful and not have adult conversations with people that are stupid. I got beefs with a couple of different witches. Do you see me coming over on here disrespecting them? If my spirits come through and say, hey, Jamila, you got to handle that, I'll go handle it. I'm not going to come on here and get to whining about it. And these are things that some people need to hear, and it's not fun. They're not having fun. They don't even know what fun is. So there's nothing fun about that. You're just trying to cover up the pain by laughing, and we know that you're doing fake laughs. We know that it's fake. That's why you accuse other people of being fake, because you're faking and frauding everybody every single day. I hate that. I do. I hate that. And you know what? If you're roasting and gagging, then roast and gag, but leave people's children out of it. Stop trying to do that to people's families. You're not roasting and gagging. You're taking out all of your anger, pain, and suffering on others. And that's all that you're doing, because you're suffering in life. You didn't get what you wanted. Here we are. We have all been on YouTube. I think that everybody on YouTube met up on YouTube 5 to 6 years ago. Okay, some people met up 7 years ago. Some people 8 years ago. Why is it that there's some of us that have came up, that have went forward in life, and some people that haven't? And the people that have went nowhere are usually talking about Section 8, food stamps, welfare, and how to hate on and discriminate against a woman. I'm going to be honest with you. Tommy Sotomayor is a rarity, because most men that hate on women are broke, because everything comes from a woman. He can't even say that he did that on his own. He built his entire career on the backs of all black women, especially the ones that had power. So that is how he was able to do that. You're not going to be able to do that. He's not going to be able to do that. He's probably looking for alternatives right now, and he's going to have to. Now, I realize that it is not attractive. It's not. You know, when you get out here and you start debating, when you start to debate with men and you're smart, you don't sound like a fucking, $5 hooker on the damn corner, and you actually talking some intelligence. They don't know how to handle that. And they will purposely disrespect you just because you're a woman and you're intelligent. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Intelligent people that are logical, they seem to be better in bed. They seem to be better at everything. People that are like that, I have no interest in. Maybe when I was a kid and didn't know no better, but once I hit 35, I was like, deuces, once I hit 35. Because you outgrow people. Okay, you're supposed to grow up. You're not supposed to stay a kid. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. What I've discovered is that this one guy that talks about me every day, and this is the reason why I'm going to walk away and not respond anymore, is because he honestly has brain damage. So Spirit actually told me that. Okay, like a few weeks ago. Okay, he has brain damage, and y'all got to think that he lives over there in Michigan. Everybody in Michigan doesn't have brain damage, but I'm telling all of my people that I love, because I have clients that live in Michigan. I want you guys to get out of there. The water is poison. Okay? Do everything that you can to get the hell up out of there. You shouldn't, and literally the state, the city should not charge you any taxes. They should be handling that situation. What it is heavy metal damage is what he has. That's why he's brain damaged. That's why he's so stupid. This is the reason why he literally is starting to make people feel physically sick. Because if you are an empathic person or a sensitive person, I've actually sat up here and felt sick listening to him. He really is sick. And so, he probably does need for somebody to save him out of that situation, and he's literally looking for somebody to save him. There will never be a person that will come and save you, because you have to save yourself. But if you are in Michigan, because I would never say, oh, you people in Michigan is shit down there. Y'all know I'm a loving person. With this guy, what he reminds me of is those mutants in The Hills Have Eyes. And he'll literally turn on his camera and say, I'm cute. You and the man that you chose to date last year is ugly. And then that's just the end of it. When he literally looks like the rapist, that rapey dude in The Hills Have Eyes, that's who he looks like. That's literally what this guy looks like. In my opinion, he's literally a monster to me, the way that I perceive him. And, he'll say he's cute. And I think it's okay to have self-esteem, but we can see obviously that you don't have self-esteem, because at the same time that you're saying that you're cute, you really don't believe it, because you have to call somebody else ugly. So that pretty much, even if you were cute, that would automatically make you ugly. So that's why I don't judge people's looks, because for some reason, I'll start looking at people and I'll be like, right. Now, if you're calling somebody ugly that's a bully, that's a difference. But if you're just coming up to somebody saying, oh, you're ugly, and you're judging that person, the next person might find them attractive. And who the hell are you to judge? It's not up for you to judge and to judge for other people. When you can't even judge for yourself, you're brain damaged. So if you are in Michigan, definitely get up out of there. And when you get to where you're going to have to take a while to detox. Probably several years of heavy metal detoxing. Because, there's lead in the water. It's filthy. There's, microorganisms that's in the water over there. It's not even safe to bathe in it. I can imagine that anybody that had a little bit of money that decided to stay in Michigan, they just put a filter on the whole water supply that comes into their house. But I wouldn't even take that chance because something is going on. I don't know if it's a crack in the foundation or what, stuff is getting in there. Yeah, that's dangerous. And you can tell, this is the pink elephant in the room that many people are not paying attention to, is that the reason why this guy is such a problem is because he is brain damaged. He is sick. He's constantly coughing. And it's not a, or, you know what I'm saying? It's not that. Like, he actually had the nerve to shame me for having allergies. Dude, I have allergies. You literally are coughing up blood. He's coughing up blood, trust me, and brown shit. Trust me. Trust me. That productive cough is yellow, red, and brown and probably has bile in it. And it probably stinks. The whole mouth is rotten. The brain is rotting. So that's why I'm no longer roasting this person. And I really, honestly, I really don't even want to hear his voice because he knows that he's sick and dying. And he's been sending that energy to people during Christmas. When a person is dying or has some kind of problem like that, they seem to have a hard time being happy in life. So there are quite a few people that watch YouTube that decided, oh, black sector, we need scapegoats. We need people to target because every single day, including the holidays, every holiday, they are in social media trying to make other people miserable. They don't miss a beat. Christmas, Halloween. Oh, they showed up at somebody's house last Halloween. Because if they had a life, they would be with their family. I don't know, maybe watching some scary movies by a nice warm fireplace. But that's not what's happening for these people. So they're looking for people, and that's why I told y'all. That's why, okay, let me tell y'all something. If you are in the black sector or the roasting sector, walk away. Most of the people in the black sector need cleanses. Okay, 9 times out of 10, if you lucked up and found a witch on here, she's probably helping you and maybe doing some cleanses on you for you to clear yourself of that. Most of the people in the black sector are looking for somebody to transfer their filth to, their bad energy. That is the God to honest truth. Everybody that is in the black sector that has been pitted as a victim is the unfortunate sponge that is supposed to absorb this person's fucked up energy. So that's one of the reasons why you should walk away from that black sector. These are true facts, and they're angry at me for saying that, but I don't give a shit. I am above it. Not saying that I'm better than you, but you need to realize what you're doing. If you like your life, if you want to hold on to the quality of your life and your happiness, it's important for you to get the fuck away from that. Stop engaging in it every single day. Those are true facts. If you feel like you're having a hard time walking away, we are 100% confidential over here because I know for a fact that some of the people that watch the black sector have in fact came to me. Not calling anybody out because these are people that are just viewing. They haven't, they're not like trolls in a chat room. They're just watching it. But they seem to have an addiction to that drama. They've came to me to get cleanses and their life has gotten better. So I run a confidential business. No one will ever know that you've came to me, and you can walk away with your life and your sanity. Because please believe that listening to that negativity every fucking day, I know that before that black sector came along, that's not what you were really doing. And if you were really doing it, you really was trying to get away from it. But then you got a hold of that black sector and it done took a hold of you. So as long as you're above the black sector and you're not in it and you're not feeling emotional, I would never feel emotional about a goddamn thing in that black sector. You know why? Because there's people in that black sector that are feeding off of your heart chakra energy. They're feeding off of your sacral chakra energy. So that's the reason why these people have a problem with me, because I'm a fucking threat to their $5 per day income. And for some reason, they have an actual too much. Okay, you don't have too much pride to do this stupid shit and make a fool of yourself. But you got too much pride to go get general relief, because that's generally what, men have to do, state to state. Okay, not every state is different. Some of these states, they make you work. You don't get no damn general relief. But if you a man that doesn't have any income, you can possibly get general relief from the state. Okay, so why would you stay in a negative mindset instead of possibly not having too much pride to get that general relief, and maybe that general relief can help you get your shit together? So you want to down women for getting food stamps, or getting on getting housing because they knew that they needed it. Those women were able to swallow their pride and do what they had to do to make sure that their children were okay, because you men did not have the know-how or the power or even the give a fuck to actually really support your children that you created. And then you blamed it on the white man. So you know what? I'm not going to listen to any black man that blames the white man for you not taking care of your children, because most parents will die trying to fucking take care of their children. That literally. But we got a lot of parents out here that are weak. They don't know how to be parents to their children, and they end up sacrificing their own children because it just gets too hard. Instead of you actually taking responsibility for your own spirits, because you gave birth to that child. So we do have a lot of wayward children out here, adult wayward children that can't seem to find their path. That is what I am here for. Okay? And literally I'm leading by example. It's exactly what I'm doing. So, I think that if you're laughing at things like that, if you're laughing at the things that this person is saying, then you have been indoctrinated into stupidity and failure. And if you can't walk away, then there must be a demon that has gotten a hold of you, in either the root, the third eye, or the heart. Because they're talking about things that you may believe is real. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care what my mother has done. I don't care what my father has done. I'm going to fucking survive my way. And so once you become an adult, you're able to make those decisions. You're able to make up your mind and set your intent to do that. So to be honest with you, and okay, I know that many of you guys are in spiritual battles with your mother, but some of y'all will turn your nose up at witchcraft. Well, tell me that you're not programmed if you know that witchcraft is being used on you, but you won't do anything about it. And then you end up becoming bitter in your 40s online doing the same thing 5 or 6 years later, and you have not advanced forward at all. And that's something that you think that you have to be proud of. See, these are the things that your mothers should be telling you, but unfortunately, your mothers are sick too. So that's why you have to come over here and hear it from the divine mommy. But I'm not going to keep repeating myself. It's one thing that I don't do. Because I've been lecturing, and see, this is love that I'm showing right now. I've been lecturing on this situation for the past 5 or 6 years. I'm not going to continue to turn blue in the face for nobody. I'm not going to do it. You fucking up. You will end up fucked up in the game. If you are somebody watching those types of things, and depending on whose side you're on, you may end up being a failure in life, and you're going to feel like a failure. Because that's the reality. This guy tries to act like he's above it all. Oh, jobs or slave jobs, but he still doesn't get it because he doesn't understand that the reason why he does what he does is because he failed at life. That ain't nobody's fault but your own. 5 years later, 6 years later, you've been on YouTube and you supposed to be doing something. I don't know what the hell you're supposed to be doing, but you're doing all this stuff, but you still have not yet earned enough money to support your children. And you owe them. A lot of these men will say, up, they'll never take care of their kids, and then they'll go, up, they're 18, I ain't got to support them no more. You gonna have some gonna have to give. So many of them will scapegoat, run around, flutter around, but it doesn't stop after they're 18. It doesn't. So you're gonna be a parent for the rest of your life. It's absolutely scary. And I've been there, done that. Back when my children were younger, I was in a much weaker place, mentally, spiritually, everything. But I came up out of that. And a lot of you women have to, because nobody else is necessarily even meant to do that for you. Then a lot of women think, oh, well, I'm supposed to build with a man. Not necessarily. Y'all supposed to build yourselves up, and then it's nothing wrong with, building things together. But I think that both parties should already have something to bring to the table. When a lot of us, when we were in our teens and 20s, we didn't have shit to bring to the table. Not really. Especially if our parents didn't teach us shit and we was kind of just out there. So, as sad as it sounds, this is sadly the reality of it. And a man that's 44 years old that's still in 2020 is doing the same thing. I wouldn't waste a lump of coal on that person, because y'all better believe that person will die in their mother's house, and you'll die in your mother's house too, because that person will take you with them. So when people are saying to you, this person is a bum, they're telling you that because you shouldn't be hanging around people that are like that. It's not that you're discriminating against them, but this person does not want for nothing, will not have nothing, and is nothing. So what do you get from nothing? Nothing. So that's why it's important for you guys to stop watching, which in my opinion, I think it's probably a total of 10 people watching, actually, 10 physical people. They're buying those, not all of the people, but I believe that this one guy has started buying his views, because literally nobody is interested in that topic. We're all bored with it. There's nothing interesting about it at all. The only thing interesting about your platform was Jamila. That time has passed. The lie roasting no longer does anything. It's time to move on. But I truly believe that this is a sad case. It literally, like on the 5 Heartbeats, Night Lights This, I Wish That Raindrops Would Fall. That's exactly how this guy is going to end up. I can see him 10 years from now still doing the same thing. But what are you going to be doing? Are you going to actually waste time? Because you know that somebody that's about that loser life, they're going to do all that they can to distract you from your own energy. So I'm warning you guys. I'm being very nice about it. Y'all are going to look up in a few years and you are going to fucking regret even wasting 1 millisecond of your time on that shit. You should forgive yourself, absolutely. But you're going to regret it. This guy already regrets going even deeper into stupidity. Like, the stupidity is deep. That's all I gotta say. So, I know that y'all from the black sector, there's some of y'all that do come over here and watch me. Get away from it. Y'all probably would have been millionaires by now if y'all wasn't in that damn black sector. That's what is stopping, is y'all money, and you fucking know it. You fucking know it. You know that that black sector is keeping you from your fucking prosperity and fulfillment, but yet you can't walk away. So what does that mean? That means that you're either obsessive about it or either you're addicted. Okay, these are the people that watch and are influenced, okay? Not people like Mike. Mike has a house, 2 cars, he owns a rental property. This is a successful man that has time to sit around and shit some time away. Y'all don't. Y'all don't. Literally, y'all been 5 feet out your mama's door, and now 5 years later, you still ain't went nowhere in life. And then you over there talking about Jamila thumbsing up this shit because he lied and told you that I was on Section 8, which I'm not at all. This house is absolutely not Section 8. I paid full rent here. And that's what I worked myself up to do. You know, it's kind of like, you know your life has to be a failure when you have to literally bring up somebody else's struggle. Come on now, have some self-respect and some pride. And you would laugh at that. You realize that when you laugh at something like that, it's almost like witchcraft. That's why they try to tell it as a joke. But in reality, you're taking that energy into your heart chakra, and that's exactly what the fuck is going to happen to you. Some of y'all in y'all teens and 20s watching that garbage. And I hope that you're transmuting the energy in a way of, I'm never going to be like that person. Okay? You don't want to be like Lamar. You definitely want to be like Mike. You don't want to be shit like Lamar. And no matter what Mike has done or said when Mike was in his lower self, that is the truth. So you can get mad at me all you want and try to force me to first of all, why would I have hatred? Why would I hold on to any kind of hatred for Mike when most of the things that he said for years, even back in the day, those were made up lies? So again, you have to be able to think. Okay, so I have no reason to hold hatred. When you hold hatred in your heart, that fucks with your money. See, anything that fucks with my money, I don't deal with it. So that's what y'all got to do. Otherwise, you're never going to obtain wealth. You're going to sit around until you're in your 60s. And if you do have children, you're going to torture the fuck out of them because you're not going to be healthy, mind, body, and spirit, because your health is your wealth. And you're going to be making your children and your family's life miserable because you're going to be fucking codependent and just as pathetic as you were 10 years prior. So you shouldn't wait until you're 60, 70 years old to say, hey, I'm going to go do this. And it's okay to do that. It's perfectly fine. But don't make that mistake, because most people that do that, they already tired. You know, they ain't as sharp as they used to be. And so, you know, you can actually reverse aging. Nobody wants to listen to Jamila, though. They'd rather listen to other stuff. And I'm sorry, with all due respects to Christians, if y'all can believe in talking snakes, I can believe in all of them. I can believe in angels. I can believe in demons. If y'all can believe in talking snakes, I have the right to believe in what I believe in. Okay, I have the right to believe in portals. I have the right to believe in other realities. I have the right to believe in time travel. So, you know, I think that when you drop the judgment, this is when you start to live real life and you live in happiness. Okay? You don't never want to put yourself in a position to where your life is so unfulfilled that all you do all goddamn day is go around and judge other people. I think it is important for people to be educated on Lamar Wills, though. I can't stand this dude. He is such a bad influence on the youth, you know. But he'll say the white man did it. The white man didn't tell you to sit up there and act like a complete idiot and teach other young black males to be complete idiots and to tell them that it's cool. And then would have the nerve to say, oh, we're going to murder rap music. You need to murder yourself. That's literally what people mean when they say kill yourself. Death, kill means change. Change yourself. Because especially if you're on YouTube, you're an influencer. But they'll say, oh, well, you're a witch. And you know that witch. No, no. See, and that's your good old classic scapegoat. Classic scapegoat artist. Okay, hold on, y'all. So that's my rant. That is my rant. Please believe that the reason why that keeps happening, why this guy keeps doing it, is because it's a biblical, spiritual thing. Has nothing to do with my karma. I don't address this guy. I don't talk to him. I don't do anything. I pop up every now and then. That's it. That's all. And that won't be happening either. So I think that for some reason, you know, I don't even understand it. You know, I find pleasure in so many things that I do every day, and that's just one thing that I don't, unless, you know, somebody is. I personally will not be hanging around anybody that tried to kill me or have me killed. So that won't be happening ever. Okay, because I have self-respect. I couldn't believe it, y'all. Good Lord. Some people are just sick. Literally will try to kill you and then call you 5 or 6 years later trying to act like they want to make up for it. Some people just so weird. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. I am straightening, oh shit, I am straightening up the house. Getting everything wiped down. Okay. And Lakshmi is here today, guys. Lakshmi is here. So I'll be back to show you guys my new Lakshmi statue. I wasn't going to show it, but she said it was okay for me to show it to y'all. She said, no, I don't mind. In fact, she really does love her new statue. She wants me to toss the other one, because my other one looks totally different. This one is actually a gold. It's actually gold. So she has less arms. She only has 2 arms on this statue, and she's sitting on a really pretty lotus flower. So I will be back a little later to show y'all that once I get done straightening up the house. I got to get the sweeping done. I'm just getting ready to sweep everything up in here so that way the whole house will be clean. And I will be satisfied. Hey, Scorpio Witch. Hey, Sissy. Hey, sister. Hey, Sister Orion. Hello. Hello, hello. All right, y'all. So, just to let you guys know, later on, we're supposed to be doing a live later. Myself, Scorpio Witch, and Outer Banks Witch. We're supposed to be doing a live later, and we're going to actually talk about spiritual stuff. We're going to talk about the Salem witch trials. So, pretty sure that there's going to be, the males are going to be there. You know, some of them good, some of them bad. So, you know, we're definitely going to be talking about that and just communing with those ancestors, because I've started to get contacted by witchy ancestors now. So it's so weird. Like I ran across something while I was doing a Google search, and the name just stood out to me. So we're going to talk about the witches, like witches that were in the Salem witch trials, how it used to be illegal for people to practice witchcraft, or at least it was illegal for women to practice witchcraft. It was perfectly fine for men to do it, but they hung women for doing it all the time. And just how ignorant society got back then, just the complete and utter ignorance. And so I want to talk about that tonight. And we don't necessarily have to talk about them. I just kind of want to commune with them and see what messages they have for us. So I kind of want to do like a channeling. Maybe we can channel Marie Laveau tonight. And there was one other one, but I think that we should definitely, I believe that our witchy ancestors, well, I know they've been contacting me. So that's why we're going to go ahead and do that hangout later. But it's like, what time is it? Oh, shoot, it's almost 5. So I'm going to get all this stuff just kind of, because all I got to do is sweep and put my cards and stuff up in selenite wine. And, it's not a lot to do. Actually, I'm going to have my son help me with some of this because I need for him to take boxes. Because I got a couple of boxes from some packages that I received this week. So, okay. I called mine down last night. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Spirits are really, really concerned about us, us being way too caught up in the problems that society chooses to have. People can come to us to get work, but never are we supposed to be involved in that debacle, ever, ever. My witchy ancestors, they turn over in their grave all the time because, it's supposed to be our spiritual journey. And, they're constantly trying to interrupt our frequencies. They're constantly trying to distract us. That's why yesterday on 7/7/2020, the focus should have been your prosperity. The focus should have been your money. Today, I feel like today being Wednesday is an appropriate day to, deal with your haters. Today is the 8th. Okay. So you got the 7 and the 8. And also, guys, I share a lot of valuable information on this channel. I swear to God, yes, I do. 7/11. That day is going to be very spiritually significant. And I'm going to tell you something. If you fuck with me that day, I'm just going to send the hellhounds. I'm not even going to waste my time. I am not going to respond to you. I won't even be looking at what the hell you do. But and this is going to probably be, especially for 7/11. Okay, as soon as midnight hit, focus is completely changing, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Very, very important spiritual day this month. It's going to make the difference between whether or not you have a good outcome or a bad outcome. So that day, like I said, I'm not even going to look at whatever the hell you're doing completely. It will be out of sight, out of mind. But prior to that day, I will be doing a protection. I will be doing a spell so that if I'm fucked with during that time, because you can do spells. Spells are kind of different than cleanses. You can cast a spell that won't last forever. Okay, so that's actually better. But I will call in and conjure up Hecate and her fucking dogs, and I'll send the hellhounds after you if you fuck with me on that day. If you come anywhere near my fucking energy, leave me alone. And that's the way you got to be. You don't just go around the world giving your energy to anybody. They'll suck your ass dry. So there's a lot of empaths. They be all sucked dry. I'll be like, hey, they sucked you dry. And they'll be like, show people love and light. You can't always show everybody no goddamn love and light. Some people, you just have to, you have to show them the door. A very dark door for them to go into and never come back in your reality. I think people are too nice. People allow people to do too much to them. I know that because I actually used to be a really nice and forgiving person. I'm still nice and forgiving, but I'm not going to be nice to somebody that's trying to do harm to me. That would be stupid. Now, I may pretend to be nice to them, but, behind their back, I'm putting up my protection. So, stop taking on people's fucked up energy. If a guy wakes up one morning feeling some type of way about himself, that don't mean you have to feel some type of way about yourself. You don't have to feel no type of way about what it is that you're doing, like, and or either what you did yesterday. It's all about what you're doing today. And if you've made a mistake in the past, or you've been in a situation where you wanted to get out of in the past and you got out of it, what difference does it make what this low life degenerate has to say about you? You see what I'm saying? So many of y'all will get distracted and caught up. And I did see them in those readings. Oh, yeah, my readings are 100% accurate. Everybody knows that. So everybody was loving those readings that I did. Thank you for the love. Y'all make sure y'all go and look at y'all readings. Those are some very powerful readings. Okay, and my spirits actually want me to do readings. They want me to go all the way up to December. So I usually do yearlies, but I'll do like a poll in the community, and I'll ask you guys if you guys want to do yearly readings, like maybe do a reflection reading where we may look at last year where you were at. Or you know what I was thinking about doing, since people want to bring up 2015? I'd like to do readings of 2015 compared to now. What's going on? What was going on in 2015 compared to where you at in 2020? So I might do that. I think it's definitely going to be a mixed thing, because some people are doing good. Some people are still back where they were in 2015 in the same place. Some people have moved backwards. Some people have regressed, from 2015. Some people have moved forward. I guess it would depend on your intent. With me, I am the chariot moving forward, and I leave idiots behind. You too stupid to jump on the good foot, or on the what do they call that? Jump on the mothership, then I'm sorry, I can't deal with you. Okay? And people start to say, well, that's kind of wrong. Like, what, you think you too good? Exactly. I think I'm too good to fuck with you. Yep. I've been too good to fuck with you. Just because I fucked with you before don't mean that I'm gonna fuck with you now. So anyway, I will see you guys later. See y'all later, love and light. I gotta go, y'all. I'll be back later, though, I promise. I'm gonna get this stuff swept up in here. And I'm gonna finish drinking my coffee, though, because I got a cup of hot coffee. So I've got to go. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Have a happy Wednesday. Love and light.